Alright guys, now let's create this second section. So if you come back to your demo website, this is how the second section looks like. So first we want this text. So I'll copy it from here, come back to this option, go back to elements, and let's first click on this plus button, red plus button to add a new section. So click on this plus button. Let's see how many columns do we need. So here first we need just one single column, and after that we'll add inner column for this one. I'll show you that. First just add one single column. So select the first one. Now first of all we need this text, this simple text. So for that we'll bring this heading at the top, type in or paste in your text, bring it in the center, so set the alignment as center. Now go to style and let's style this thing. So first of all the color. So now what I want to do is, now you'll see again and again we are using this color and this orange color again and again every single time. So I don't want to type in the same color every single time, so I can save my time, and I can also save my time on selecting. For example, every single time we select this text, then after that we go to typography, we set the font to Poppins. Every single time we go to text color, we type in the text code and that color code and everything. So I want to save some time over here. So what I'll do is I'll click on this hamburger icon. You'll see that in the top left corner, this 3 lines icon, click on that. Now first of all let's set a default font. So click on this option, default fonts. Now for the primary headline, everything is Roboto, so I want to change this thing to Poppins. Now for the secondary headline also, I want to change this thing to Poppins. And also for the body, change this to Poppins, and for the accent colors, this also will be Poppins. Now click on apply and click on update. Now again click on that icon, that 3 lines icon, and now select this option, color picker. Now instead of this green color, I know I'm never gonna use this green color, so what I'll do is I'll copy and paste this color code, this orange color code first of all. So we'll come over here, we'll paste in this color code over here. Now in the color picker you'll get this thing. Now click on apply. Now let me copy this code. Okay, so this is whatever this color code is. Come over here, instead of this gray color, or maybe instead of this dark gray color, I'll select this color. And instead of this 7A, 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 I'll select 4C, 4C, 4C. Now click on apply. Now let me show you what happens. Now again, when you click on what we do, when you click on this text, and when you click on text color, you'll see at the bottom all the colors that we have set. So I want to change this to this orange color. Then after that, under typography, when you click on Poppins, it is by default Poppins. Let me show you. When you set this to Poppins, no changes have taken place, which means that the default font is now Poppins. So this is amazing. Now let's change the size. I want to make it a little bit smaller. So for the size, I'll set this to 16, and I'll make it a little bit lighter. So weight will be 400. Okay, this looks much better. Now let me add another text just below this one, and I want this text. So I'll copy it like this, paste it over here. Now if you want to bring some text on the next line, what you can do, for example, after clients, I want to bring all the other text in the next line. So after clients, I'll type in this thing. In the arrow brackets, I'll type in BR. Now as you can see, when you type in this thing, all the other text after this code comes on the next line. So let me bring this thing, let me make the alignment center again. Now let's style this thing. So go to style, change this color to this dark blue color that we have set. Change the typography, so it will be Poppins. We don't need to change this thing, just change this size to 24, and let's make it a little bit lighter. Let's set this to 400, or maybe I think no need of this, just let it be 500. Now let's increase some line height, so I'll set this to maybe 1.4, looks better. Click on update. Now let me do one thing, let's add some gap at top and bottom. So what I'll do is I'll select this text. What we do, click on that text, go to advanced. Now let's add padding of 110 or maybe 100 at top, and below this text I'll again add padding of 110. Okay, now as you can see we have some padding at top and bottom. Now we can add this thing, these 3 different columns. So whenever you want to add multiple columns inside a column, you use this element, inner section. Let's drag and drop this thing over here. Now as you can see, inside this 2 columns are added. I want to add one more column, so what I'll do is I'll right click on this column and click on add new column. Now as you can see, 3 different columns are successfully added. Now inside this column we want to use this thing, image box. So again go back or come back to elements and search for image box. Here it is, just bring it over here. Now first of all we want this image. Now I have already given you this image, so you can simply select that. Here it is, select this option, click on insert media. But if you want to create this image, for example, I have given 3 different images. But if you want to, if you want some more images, for example, you might not want this grow business, you might want some other icon for that. So what you can do is you can go to icons8.com, and from here you can create your own icons. For example, let's select an icon for car. So just type in car. You'll get hundreds and thousands of different icons. Whatever icon you like, you can select that. So let me just select one. Okay, as you can see, there are many different. For example, I like this one or maybe this one, so I'll select this. Alright, so once you select the icon, let's see what all we can do. So first of all, we can recolor this thing. For example, instead of this red color, if you want, for example, this red, as you can see, this color is now changed. Instead of maybe this blue color, light blue color, if you want this green color, now as you can see, that color is changed. So you can recolor this thing. Now I don't want to do that, so I can simply cancel this thing. Now you can also add some text and everything, and most importantly, if you want to make it circular like this one, you can select this option, circle. Click on that. Now as you can see, this icon is now added in a circle. We can increase or decrease the size of the icon like this one. You can change the color, that is the background color. You can change the stroke color, that is this border color. So instead of this black color, if you want some white color or some other color, maybe this purple color or some other color, maybe blue color, whatever color you want, you can select that, click on apply. And inside that color, if you want to change the background color as well, you can do that as well. Okay, then you have the background. There are many different things you can do. Whenever you think it's fine, or whenever you think your icon is now perfect, you can just click on download and select this option, 64 PNG 64 or maybe PNG 100. Select this 100 and click on download. This icon will be downloaded. Click on this option, download for free. This icon will be successfully downloaded for you. Okay, as you can see, this icon is downloaded over here. So you can create your own icons if you don't want to use this thing. So I'm using this icon. Then after that, we want to change the title to research and analysis. And after that, we also want to change the description to this text, dummy text. Now let's design this thing. So for that, we'll go to style. And first of all, what we have over here is, if you want to increase some spacing like this one, you can do that. Or if you want to increase or decrease the width of the icon, you can do that as well. Okay, so all the options are available over here. Now if you want, you can have some hover animation. So for that, for example, whenever someone hovers over that icon, let me first decrease the size a little bit and also the spacing. Okay, so whenever someone hovers over this image, some animation happens like this one. Okay, so you can have this hover animation. You have the push, you have the pop, many different animations are available over here. Then after that, we can also change the style of the content. So click on content. So for the first title, here is the title. We want to change this color to this color. So we'll select the color, we'll select this color which we have set. Then after that, typography, it is already popping, so we don't need to do that. We just want to change the size to 20 and weight to 500. Okay, I think this looks much better. Now select the second text, which is this description. Again, change this color to the same color and change the typography. Change the size or decrease the size to 16. And we can also do some more changes. For example, you can make it more lighter. If you select 300, it will become more lighter. Then after that, you can click on save changes. Alright, this looks much better. Now once this thing is completed, what we can do is we can simply right click on this, click on copy. Now right click over here, paste. So this will save us a lot of time copying and pasting this thing. Now click on this second icon box or image box. Change the image. Let's select this one. Change the title. So here the title is marketing strategy. Okay, so similarly you can change all the different things. Now click on update. Now I think there is a lot of gap here in the demo website. As you can see, there is a lot of gap in between, but here there is very little space between each column, and also there is no margin and padding. So let's fix that thing. So first of all, click on this option, inner settings. So click on this option, edit inner section. Let's increase the column gap. Select this wider option. Now as you can see, there is enough gap between all the different columns. Then after that, we can do one thing. We can add some padding at the bottom because we don't have any gap at the bottom. So select this, select padding, and in at bottom select 80 pixels or maybe more or less, whatever you want. Select this option. Now click on update. Now select the column 1. So you can click on this option, edit column, which we have over here. So click on that option and let's add some padding. So go to advanced, and when you click on this thing, when you're dealing this thing, all the padding will become 0. Now let me add some other padding. So for top and bottom I want 40, and for left and right I want for top and bottom I want 50, and for left and right I want 40. Okay, just like this option. And now what I want to do is I want this thing, whenever someone hovers over this column, I want that shadow. Okay, we don't have anything like that, but if you see the demo website, whenever someone hovers over this, they see this light shadow. So let's see that changes. So again we'll click on edit column and we'll go to style. Here you have the border option. Select this option, box shadow. Okay, now as you can see, now but I don't want to do this for normal case, so I'll click on this option, back to default. I want this only for hover, so I'll click on hover and I'll enable this thing. I'll make it a little bit lighter. Okay, maybe this one till 1. So you can see the thing over here, you can see the changes, RGB 000.1. Okay, so it will become very light. Now when someone hovers over this, you can see the changes. And also maybe I want to change the this option, the corners. So I want to change the border radius. So here we have border radius. I just want to make it 20 maybe. Let's see. Okay, so this looks much better. Now again, to save some time, what I'll do is I'll right click on this edit column, click on copy, right click on these columns and select this option, paste style. So whatever styling you did in the column 1, the same styling will be applied in column 2 and 3. So you can see over here for second and third column as well. So this is how this section is created. Just one more thing is left. Professionally, whenever you create any section or whenever you create any page, it should be light dark. So the first section is lighter. As you can see, the background is light. So for the second section we must make the background darker. For the third section, again lighter background, the white background. Then again for the fourth section we have some color in the background. So you have to do this setting. We have to follow this layout, this structure. So we'll select this option, we'll click on this option, edit section. Now first of all, what I want to do is I want to add this thing. If you see this thing, I want to add this image and I want to position it like this. So I'll select this option, style, select background and insert this image. So let's this is the one. Select this image, click on insert media. Okay, this is how it will look. This is getting repeated. So first of all we'll select no repeat. Okay, now it is not getting repeated. Now let's change the position. Okay, if you have we have some more position like preset position, top, center, center right and everything, but if you want you can also have a custom position. So in this case I want to have a custom position, so select custom. Now we can have a custom position. So what I want to do is I want to show it like this. I want to hide half of this image. I want to show only rest of the half, the right side half, and I want to make it in the top left corner, just like this, or just like the demo website. So let's do that. So for position X, I'll decrease this thing. Now as you can see, it is getting hidden. Maybe to minus 200 or 220. Let's see how it looks. Okay, and let me also decrease the size because this is a little bit bigger. So select size, again select custom, and let me decrease this to maybe 30. Okay, now this is quite smaller. Okay, this is how it will look and I think this looks good. No problem at all over here. Click on update. Now let's change the background color to that this color. Okay, this light color. So for that we'll select this option, background, and at top you have this color. Select this color and here you have to type in this color code F7FC. Okay, you'll get this color. Now this looks amazing. Now you can again select this option and click on update. And with this section is also completed. Again you can go ahead and see how this section looks on a mobile phone. You can decrease the size of this or you can decrease the size of this text because I think it is a little bit bigger. So if you want, you can decrease the size of this text maybe to 14, and you can also get rid of this extra padding at bottom. Okay, so you can make it something like this for mobile phone. Then after that click on update. Now again let's come back to desktop.